Does Lightyear continue Pixar's trend of going to infinity and beyond? Or does it crash down to Earth? Let's find out now. Hey everyone, this is David Stark from Watch or Pass. Today I'm talking to you about Lightyear, the new Disney Pixar animated film that's coming to theaters on June 17, 2022. I don't have any Buzz Lightyear gear specifically, so this is the most space-themed kind of thing I could get. It's a little tough to see, but I'm going to go with it. Hopefully it's not too distracting. So the first question you might be asking is, why is there a Lightyear movie? And that is a very good question. How does it fit into Toy Story? That's another very good question. Look, I imagine there's a Lightyear movie because Disney really likes money, but this is also a really good film. Now, the way that they make this work into the Disney world is that Buzz Lightyear, the toy from Toy Story, is based on a 1985 movie that was Lightyear. And so this movie that is coming out is the 1985 movie that the Buzz Lightyear toys were based on. And that's how it kind of fits canonically into this world. And that's why you have a human Buzz, despite us all knowing him as the toy. Now, so my hot take is, I think you should watch it. Look, it's a completely unnecessary movie. We didn't need backstory for Buzz Lightyear. But that being said, it is a really entertaining movie. It's a beautifully animated Pixar film, and it has a lot of really great Pixar aspects to it, and it introduces my favorite new character in a very long time. So I'm going to tell you a little bit more about the film, a few things I liked and a few things I didn't like. So in Lightyear, you have Buzz Lightyear, the space ranger, with his kind of commander slash friend Hawthorne. They are on a mission with an entire crew when they go to decide to check out a previously unknown planet. And when they get to that planet, things go wrong, and Buzz kind of takes on himself to fix everything. And as you would expect with Buzz Lightyear, he wants to do everything himself. He wants to be the hero. He wants to be the space ranger. And maybe during this film, he learns that that's tough to do, and maybe he can't always do that. Who knows? We'll find out. First off, for kids, overall, it's a Pixar movie. It's fine. There's a few scary scenes, and sometimes they use like actual weapons, not like phasers or lasers. But overall, look, it's a Pixar movie. It'll be fine to show the kids. So now, things I liked about this movie. But first, the animation. Like, it's a Pixar film. Unless something goes horribly wrong, I'm always going to say Pixar animation is amazing because Pixar just does it. They always make beautifully animated, imaginative films that keep kind of one-upping themselves, and this is no different. You've got some really beautiful, space scenes. You've got some really beautiful lighting. They make this this world that Buzz and Hawthorne are exploring just really feel otherworldly and very strange, but with that kind of Pixar charm and humor that you always get. It is a beautifully animated film. It is something that is a spectacle to behold, and it kind of continues this trend that Pixar has of making just amazingly beautiful films. The second thing I loved is the music. This film is, an epic adventure with Buzz Lightyear, and so the music has to be equally epic, and it is, especially during some of the big dramatic scenes. The music kind of builds up, and it fits perfectly to heighten the drama and heighten the action. But on top of the music, you also have just some really wonderful sound. Especially during the space scenes. There's a lot of scenes here that take place in space, as you'd expect in a Lightyear film, and they kind of represent that perfectly. You'll have like this big action scene happen, and then also when it goes into space, you're in the vacuum of space. You can't hear anything, and it is really great to hear that contrast. When space is done well, I really, really love it. The third thing I really love is the humor. It's a Pixar film. It's got kind of a balance of humor and heart, and this is no different. There are so many very funny aspects about this movie. Characters that kind of do silly things, or characters that say funny things, or little quirks that are or little quirks that are pulled through the movie that will eventually pan out. This is a very funny film, and it had a lot more laugh out loud moments than I was definitely expecting. And part of that was due to my fourth favorite thing in this film, but it's actually probably my first. Socks. Socks is a new character they introduced in this movie. He is a robot cat that is just so much fun. He kind of reminds me of Doug in that he has this very dry, very kind of matter-of-fact way of saying things, which is really fun to see. And then, but also he's super useful and does a lot to help the overall story. Look, I think part of it is he's a cat and everyone loves cats. Part of it is he's a perfect marketing tool for new toys, but I'm all for it. I'll happily get a socks toy as soon as I can. I love socks. He was definitely a ton of fun. The things I didn't love as much about this movie. The first is the film, the canonical aspect of this film is it is set in 1985, but it didn't really feel to me like a 1985 movie. I was hoping Pixar would kind of go further in and really kind of make this feel like a retro type of movie. And there were some things. The displays in the spaceship had this kind of older style to it. and some of the the music felt like it could be out of like a 1980s space drama. But I was hoping for more. I was hoping for maybe some effects that maybe were a little bit off to show that this is a 1985 movie. I was hoping Pixar would just kind of go all in, and they didn't. I mean, they still made a phenomenal movie. It's beautiful and it is really fun, but it didn't to me feel like a 1985 movie. And again, that's a minor thing. It's not a big deal. But kind of halfway through, I was wondering like this doesn't seem to me like a movie that was set in the past. And the second thing I didn't love is I didn't love the enemy turn that happened. There's a turn that happens later on that is a big revelation and it's a big surprise, but it kind of cheapens some of the other things that happened in this universe. I don't know if Pixar just wanted to like really shock you, or if maybe they have a larger purpose for this overall kind of reveal. But look, in the movie, I didn't expect it. It was kind of a big shock. But then the more I thought about it after, the more I was like, I don't really love like what that means for this whole universe. But again, those are minor things. Lightyear is still a really, really entertaining film. It's definitely something you're gonna want to check out. You're probably gonna want to see it in theaters so you can see that beautiful Pixar animation and hear that great sound. But it comes to theaters on June 17th, 2022. And thanks so much for watching. If you like this review, please like and subscribe to this channel. It helps me out a lot. Make sure all my new content goes straight to you. Thank you.